Hello students, welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad powered by Adda 24/7. So students, today we'll see the important current affairs. But before going into the video, what should we do? We should subscribe our YouTube channel, like and share our videos, join the Telegram channel and download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links in the description as well as comment section. So students, today we'll see the important current affairs, and the first current affair for today. So the Union Education Minister Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, so he launched the Center for Nanotechnology as well as the Center for Indian Knowledge System at IIT Guwahati. So this center is funded by the Ministry of Education as well as Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So what is the purpose of this Center for Nanotechnology as well as the Center for Indian Knowledge System? So let us see. So this Center for Nanotechnology will work for solving the future challenges and also in partnering with the developing the industry of nanotechnology. And also the Center for Indian Knowledge System, so their main focus will be preserving, documenting and sustaining the knowledge which is unique to India, like the Indian classical music, like the Indian yoga, Sanskrit, traditional medicine, temple architecture, ceramic tradition, special agricultural practices of the Northeast India. So like other things will be preserved, documented by the Center for Indian Knowledge System. So please remember these 2 points launched at IIT Guwahati. So next current affair is about El Salvador. So El Salvador president has announced that he is going to build the world's first Bitcoin city. So this city will be developed in the eastern region of La Union, and this city will be funded by the Bitcoin backed funds. And in this Bitcoin city, only value added tax will be collected. And from this value added tax, half portion of the tax will be used for services like garbage collection, and half of them will be used to fund the bonds to build the city. So this is about the Bitcoin city launched by which country? El Salvador. So El Salvador capital San Salvador, and the current currency is US dollar, as well as in September 2021 they accepted Bitcoin as a legal tender currency. So remember, very important, currently in news this country. So next is about Odisha. So Odisha has celebrated the Boita Badana festival on Kartika Purnima. So on Kartika Purnima, so the Odisha state, mainly in the coastal regions of Odisha state, so they celebrated this Boita Bandana festival. So this festival is a maritime tradition, okay? So where it goes back to old ages of the Kalinga dynasties. So from Kalinga dynasty, from the Kalinga king, this maritime trade practice is happening between the Orissa fishermen, the Orissa tradesmen, and also the neighboring islands in the Bay of Bengal like Indonesia, Java, Sumatra and Bali. So far away from Odisha till Indonesia, Java, they are having trade relationships. So that is why this festival is celebrated even today. So these Sadabas, who are the tradesmen of this Odisha state, so they go on, they travel on these boats. Boats were called boitas. So they will travel to distant island nations to do trade. So that is why this festival is celebrated. So please remember, the Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik, and Governor is Ganesh Lal. Next current affair is about the Department of Fisheries, who have announced the awards related to fisheries sector. And Andhra Pradesh has bagged the best marine state. So Department of Fisheries for the year 2021-2022, they have announced best performing states on the eve of World Fisheries Day. So mainly these awards are to recognize their accomplishments in the field and contribution to the growth of this sector. So these awards were announced by the Union Minister of Fisheries, Purushottam Rupala, in Bhubaneswar. So let us see the list. So top state in marine is Andhra Pradesh, inland state Telangana, hilly and northeast Tripura. So category wise, overall marine Andhra Pradesh, inland Telangana, hilly and northeast Tripura. As well as we will see the districts. If you see the top marine district, it is in Odisha, Balasore. Inland districts, if you see, it is in Balghat, Madhya Pradesh. And if you see hilly and northeast regions, then it is the Bongaigaon district in Assam. So they have bagged the awards. So please remember these awards, very important. Now coming into the GDP growth rate. So SBI's research report, EcoWrap, they have estimated GDP growth rate as 9.3 to 9.6% for this financial year. So earlier they estimated it as 8.5 to 9, but they increased the India's GDP growth rate now to 9.3 to 9.6. What is the reason for this increase? The main reason for the increase is the decline in COVID-19 cases in India. So India is having a lot of market now. Cases have decreased economy is growing, so that is why they have improved the GDP growth rate for India. So let us discuss about SBI, established in 1955, headquarters is in Mumbai. Current chairman Dinesh Kumar Kara, and this tagline of SBI, Suraksha aur Bharosa dono. So next news is about EPFO, Employees Provident Fund Organization. So they have got permission to invest 5% of their annual deposits in the infrastructure investment trusts. So the Central Board of Trustees of EPFO, they have approved this 5% investment in alternative investment funds, which includes the infrastructure investment trust. Infrastructure investment trust means very simple, it's a mutual fund, it's a kind of mutual fund. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే, సో ఈపీఎఫ్ఓకి చెందిన సెంట్రల్ బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ ట్రస్టీస్, సో వాళ్ళు డెసిషన్ మేకింగ్ బాడీ అనమాట. సో ఈపీఎఫ్ఓ ప్రతి సంవత్సరం దానికి చాలా డిపాజిట్స్ వస్తాయి. సో మన ఎంప్లాయీస్ నుంచి ఈపీఎఫ్ కట్టింగ్స్, గవర్నమెంట్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ నుంచి ఈపీఎఫ్ కట్టింగ్ అమౌంట్ వచ్చి మన ఈపీఎఫ్ఓ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ దగ్గర డిపాజిట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఈ మనీని వీళ్ళు ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసి వచ్చిన రిటర్న్స్ని మన ఎంప్లాయీస్కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర మినిమం అమౌంట్ ఉంచుకుని ఆ సర్ప్లస్ అమౌంట్ని వాళ్ళు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ కింద పే చేస్తూ ఉంటారు ఫర్ దీస్ డిపాజిటర్స్ అనమాట. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే ది సెంట్రల్ బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ ట్రస్టీస్ వీళ్ళు ఒక అప్రూవల్ ఇచ్చారు, 5% వరకు మీకు వచ్చిన డిపాజిట్స్ని మీరు ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఫండ్స్లో ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయొచ్చు అని. ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఫండ్ అంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్, ఓకేనా. సో అది. సో one more thing, the Financial Investment and Audit Committee was given the task to decide upon the investment options. సో ఈపీఎఫ్ఓ సంస్థ ఏం చేసింది, ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేద్దాం మనం డబ్బులు అని చెప్పి ఈ ఫైనాన్స్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఆడిట్ కమిటీకి కూడా ఒక టాస్క్ అప్పచెప్పింది. సో మీరు చెప్పండి ఎక్కడ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేద్దాం మన మనీ అని చెప్పి, ఓకే. సో ది బోర్డ్ హ్యాస్ ఫైనలీ డిసైడెడ్ టు ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ది గవర్నమెంట్ బ్యాక్డ్ ఆల్టర్నేటివ్స్ లైక్ ది పబ్లిక్ సెక్టార్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ట్రస్ట్ అండ్ ఆల్సో గవర్నమెంట్ బాండ్స్. సో గవర్నమెంట్ బాండ్ అనేది చాలా సేఫ్, ఈపీఎఫ్ఓకి గవర్నమెంట్ బాండ్ చాలా సేఫ్. డబ్బులు తీసుకెళ్ళి గవర్నమెంట్ బాండ్లో ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తే గవర్నమెంట్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ రేట్ ఇస్తుంది. సో వీళ్ళు మినిమం ఇంట్రెస్ట్ రేట్ ఉంచుకుని మిగతాది ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసేస్తారు వాళ్ళ సబ్స్క్రైబర్స్కి. సో ఇది ఇక్కడ జరిగే ప్రాసెస్ అనమాట. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్? సో ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అంటే అదర్ దాన్ స్టాక్స్, బాండ్స్, క్యాష్ని ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అంటారు. లైక్ ప్రైవేట్ ఈక్విటీ, వెంచర్ క్యాపిటల్, హెడ్జ్ ఫండ్స్, మేనేజ్డ్ ఫ్యూచర్స్, ఆర్ట్ అండ్ యాంటిక్యూస్, కమోడిటీస్, డెరివేటివ్ కాంట్రాక్ట్స్, రియల్ ఎస్టేట్, ఇవన్నిటిని కూడా ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ మోడల్స్ అని చెప్పి పిలుస్తూ ఉంటారు, ఓకే. So let us discuss about EPFO. It is established in 1952 under the Ministry of Labour and Employment. So they mainly administer the Provident Fund, Pension Fund and also the life insurance schemes of Indian workforce. So they have apex decision making body, you know it, the Central Board of Trustees, and headquarters is in New Delhi. Next news, RBI has authorized the RBL Bank, formerly called the Ratnakar Bank, to collect direct taxes. So on behalf of Central Board of Direct Taxes, now onwards RBL Bank will collect direct taxes, okay. So the customers of all the RBL banks, they can pay their direct taxes using the RBL mobile banking network or net banking system or through bank branches. So very advantage for all the RBL bank customers. So let us discuss about RBL, established in 1943, headquarters in Mumbai, and the current CEO is Vishweer Ahuja, and the bank tagline you can see on the image itself, Apnonka Bank. So next is about the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. So Pratham NGO has won the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize for the year 2021. So this Pratham NGO has won this mainly for their education, developing education in India. So this NGO was formed mainly to improve the education quality in India. They will focus on high quality, low cost, replicable interventions of addressing the gaps in education system. So this Pratham NGO was launched in 1994 in Mumbai by Farida Lambe and Madhav Chauhan. So mainly to provide preschool education to the children in slums. Now they are the largest NGO in India regarding education. So let us discuss about Indira Gandhi Award or Indira Gandhi Peace Prize or Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development. So this is given by the Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust since 1986. The prize contains a cash award of 2.5 million, that is 25 lakh, and a citation. Who are the previous winners? The past 3 years winners, if you see, 2017 went to Manmohan Singh, 2018 for Center for Science and Environment, and 2019 for Sir David Attenborough, who belongs to UK. 2020 because of COVID it was cancelled, and 2021 it went to Pratham NGO. So this award recognizes the individuals or organizations who are working for creating a new international economic order, promoting peace and development, ensuring scientific discoveries that are used for human mankind. Okay, so let us see about the Veer Chakra, Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra awards recently presented by President Kovind. So President Ramnath Kovind has presented these prestigious awards, the gallantry awards, to the awardees or next of the kins. If the awardee is not present, it will be given to the next of the kin in the defense investiture ceremony which was held in Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. So these gallantry awards are announced twice in a year, once on Republic Day and once on Independence Day. So let us see the winners. So Veer Chakra went to Group Captain Abhinandan Vardhaman. So you know he is a very popular personality during 2019 when he destroyed a Pakistani F-16 fighter. So Abhinandan, then he was a wing commander, now he was promoted to Group Captain. So he was given the Veer Chakra award. Kirti Chakra award posthumously was given to Prakash Jadhav. So Prakash Jadhav in Jammu and Kashmir in a fight between terrorists, so he neutralized the terrorists, so he was killed in the action. So his wife and mother have received the award. So next is Shaurya Chakra. So 3 persons were given Shaurya Chakra. So Major Vibhuti Shankar was given the Shaurya Chakra posthumously. So he killed 5 terrorists and he discovered 200 kg explosive material. So in this action he was killed. So his wife Lieutenant Nikita Kaul and mother have received the award. And next is Shaurya Chakra to Nayab Subedar Sombir. So he was given the award posthumously. So he killed a A++ category terrorist during the operation in Jammu and Kashmir. So his wife and mother have received the award. So finally, Shaurya Chakra award to Major Mahesh Kumar. So Major Mahesh Kumar, he led an operation and killed top 6 commanders, terrorist commanders. So that is why he was given the Shaurya Chakra award. So these are the winners. So please remember, very important. You can see the pictures and the medals on the screen. So let us see the next one. The Tata Literature Live Lifetime Achievement Award went to Anita Desai. So Anita Desai, one of India's best-selling authors, was given the Tata Literature Live Lifetime Achievement Award, recognizing her long career in this field. And Poet Laureate Award went to Adil Jasuwala. So Adil Jasuwala, the legendary poet, was given the Poet Laureate Award, and Anita Desai was given the Lifetime Achievement Award. So they were given for their exceptional work in their fields. And let us discuss about this Tata Literature Live, the Mumbai Lit Fest, which was happened between November 18 to 21st. And in this Lit Fest, the awards were given in different categories like fiction category, first book award in fiction, a book of year award in fiction, first book in non-fiction, and book of year award in non-fiction, business book of the year, and publisher of the year. So please go through all these details, very important. Please remember the lifetime category and poet laureate category and try to remember these categories too. Now we will see one more news where the Confederation of Indian Industry is going to organize the Connect 2021 Summit in Chennai. So this Connect is an international conference mainly on ICT, information and communication technology. So the theme for this year is building a sustainable deep technology ecosystem. The main focus of this Connect will be to take the state GDP to $1,000 billion by 2030. So this meeting is hosted by the Tamil Nadu government along with the Software Technology Park of India and the Ministry of Electronics and IT. Australia and UK will be the partner countries for this event. Okay, let us discuss about the Confederation of Indian Industry. It's a non-government, not-for-profit, industry-led, industry-managed organization mainly for the development of India and to bring all the industry in one platform for the development of the country to make advisory consultative processes. Established in 1895 and headquarters is in New Delhi. Okay, next we will go to the 2021 Indonesian Masters Tournament. Here is the list of all the winners. So men's single is won by Kento Momoto, women's single was won by An Sayong, and men's double was won by Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi of Japan, and women's double was won by Nemi Matsuyama and Shiharu Shida of Japan, so both of them from Japan, and mixed doubles was won by Thailand. So Dachapol and Sapasiri of Thailand have won the mixed doubles. So please remember mainly men's and women's singles, very important for exam. So men's singles was won by Kento Momoto of Japan, women's singles was won by An Sayong of South Korea. Also you try to remember the men's doubles, women's doubles and mixed doubles. So what is this Indonesian Masters? So this 2021 Indonesian Masters is a badminton tournament held in Bali in this year. Okay, so between 16 to 21st November, and the total cash prize of $600,000 was presented to all these winners. Next current affair is about a book written by Syed Akbaruddin, who is India's permanent representative to UN. So he authored a book, India versus UK, the story of an unpretended diplomatic win. So this book is about a story how India won over United Kingdom in the elections to the International Court of Justice in 2017. So all the behind the scenes were described in this book by the India's topmost diplomat Syed Akbaruddin. Okay, so next and the final current affair for today, 8,573 Venezuela related musicians, they set a new world record. So world's largest orchestra record was set up by Venezuela, and they broke the earlier Russian record. So 8,573 musicians from Venezuela, so they set a new Guinness World Record. So earlier this record was under Russia with 8,097 musicians. So they did a play at St. Petersburg. Now this record was broken by Venezuela with 8,573 musicians, and they played together for more than 5 minutes. So this record was done by the National System of Youth and Children Orchestras, which is simply called El Sistema. Okay, so they played this La Marche Slave song, which was composed by the Piotr Tchaikovsky. So he composed this song, so they played it for 5 minutes and they set this record. So let us discuss about the Venezuela capital, Caracas, currency, Bolivar, and president, who is a very disputed president, Nicolas Maduro. So Nicolas Maduro is the very disputed president. So this is about the current affairs for today. So quickly we'll revise the current affairs. So Center for Nanotechnology and Center for Indian Knowledge System, IIT Guwahati. So world's first Bitcoin city launched by El Salvador. So the Boita Bandana festival is observed in Odisha. So best marine state award went to Andhra Pradesh. SBI EcoWrap report says the GDP growth rate for India 9.3 to 9.6. So EPFO gets permission to park 5% of their annual deposits in Infrastructure Investment Fund Trust. RBI authorized RBL Bank to collect direct taxes. Indira Gandhi Peace Prize went to Pratham NGO. Tata Literature Lifetime Achievement went to Anita Desai. And 20th edition of the Connect 2021 is going to be held in Chennai by Confederation of Indian Industry. So Kento Momoto men's single and Sayang women's single, they won the 2021 Indonesian Masters tournament. And India versus UK, a story of an unpretended diplomatic win, is authored by Syed Akbaruddin. World's largest orchestra record is now by Venezuela. And finally, with the Veer Chakra, Kirti Chakra and Saurya Chakra. So Veer Chakra presented to Abhinandan Vardhaman, Kirti Chakra to Prakash Yadav, Saurya Chakra to Major Vibhuti Shankar, Saurya Chakra to Nayak Subedar Sombir, and Saurya Chakra finally to Major Mahesh Kumar. So please remember all these current affairs and do answer the MCQs at 7 PM in our Telegram channel. So please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Please like and share our videos. Join the Telegram channel. Download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links in the description as well as comment section. Thank you, students. We'll meet in the next class.